Hi, I'm Brett Dillon, CEO of the Dillon Group, Inc. Today I want to talk to you about productivity. And I'm going to be referencing an article that was written by Maura Thomas called Until You Have Productivity Skills, Productivity Tools Are Useless. The first thing that she suggests is develop good workflow processes. And it's all about a process and not a procedure. So I want to make sure that we understand this right up front. A process is sort of a path of achieving the execution of what you deliver to your customers, where a procedure is a step-by-step instruction on what to do. So a process is more of a general how you do this and the order in which the work gets done, where a procedure are the details of actually physically doing the work. And you always want to focus on process over procedures because you want to give your employees the ability to do the work in the details of the work in their own unique way. That gives them autonomy over the work, while still staying within the boundaries and the guidelines of how the work gets done and the stages in which the work gets done. So, before you invest in any software tools that are supposed to increase productivity, you need to ask yourself these questions. First, how will the software fit into existing workflow processes? Second, what are the specific problems the software tool is supposed to solve? Because if it's not going to solve any problems, you need to run away from it. Do not add a software productivity tool to your mix if it's only going to create more problems. So avoid things that are problem causers and use tools that are problem solvers. The third question that you need to ask is, how is the workflow currently being managed? Not how is it being done, but how is it being managed? And there are two subset questions to this. The first one is, how are your employees currently managing project-related tasks? How are they making sure these things are being tracked? How do they make sure these things are being completed in the right stage and in the right phase of the project? And then the second subset question to how things are being currently managed is, how are your team leaders managing timelines? How are they setting timelines? How are they setting deadlines? And the second part of the team leaders is also asking this question: how are the team leaders currently managing those project-related tasks and the accomplishment of those project-related tasks? How are they making sure those things are happening in a timely fashion? So the last question that you need to ask is, how will this new software productivity tool fit into the current workflow processes? How is it going to support those? Because if it doesn't support those current workflow processes, don't use it. You're only going to be adding to the burden of your employees. You're not going to be increasing productivity. In fact, you're going to be reducing effectiveness and reducing productivity. Now, when we talk about effectiveness, I want you to understand very clearly that I'm not talking about efficiency. Efficiency is doing things well, right? Doing things quickly. Effectiveness with the least amount of resources. Effectiveness is doing the right things well. And you always want to focus on effectiveness over efficiency. There's not much worse than an organization executing the wrong things very well.